Hi Virgo, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. So I'm just going to pull you an additional guidance card before I look at the rest of the decks. Now, I've already done your June general reading, and my love and relationship readings are on Vimeo. If you choose to check them out, I'll put the link underneath for you. So you've got the message in a bottle card, very, very nice. Hopefully some of you, so message in a bottle is obviously about receiving news, okay? So if some of you are waiting for news, this is a great card. It can be also about receiving intuitive flashes, okay? So we'll sort of find out how this is showing for the sign of Virgo. Give me a minute. It's really funny. I'm just looking at inside the bottle is a clock, okay? And never noticed that before. But it's that sense of hopefully whatever you're waiting for, Virgo, is about to come your way this week. So where's this showing up for the sign of Virgo, please, for the week ahead? Okay, Knight of Cups. Receiving messages, yeah. 10 of Cups as the gift. The challenge is the 2 of Cups. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. What have you got going on? 9 of Cups in your relationships. Oh my gosh. What have you got going on here? 9 of Pentacles, you've got your own card. Beautiful. Outcome is the King of Cups. Virgo, what are you doing? And you know what I love the most? You begin with the Knight and you end in the King. So whatever this emotional relationship is, and I cannot remember your love and relationship readings in Vimeo. Oh, I do. And I remember your general reading. And there was that sense of, I described it as Narnia, that moving from being in this winter energy right into your heart. Look at this reading. There's only one card that's an earth card, which is your own card as the central issue, the 9 of Pentacles. Now Virgo, you know what? See if I left this world with one message. You cannot have the love you seek unless for the 9 of Pentacles, and not as a form of endurance but as a form of loving it. The new relationship dynamic, you know, people talk about it a lot as a living, which simply means is two people who stand together but separately, the 9 of Pentacles, which means if one side of the pillar collapses, you're still someone who knows how to maintain their own lives. That's what the new relationship dynamic is about. The issues of codependency are beginning to fade slowly from our culture. And Virgo, I'd love it if the qualities that you have to bring and teach us were about how this new relationship structure is going to be set up. So what's behind you is the Knight of Cups, receiving an offer, receiving a message in a bottle. You're going towards the 10 of Cups. This is the gift. The 10 of Cups tends to be a card of happy families, whatever that means. But beyond the happy families, there's a rainbow. So literally, this is the light after the storm. This is about moving into the heart energy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So why is the 2 of Cups a challenge? Why is the 2 of Cups a challenge? It's with the Fool card. So the Fool is a 0. Carries no past, carries no baggage, lives very much like, oh, today's a blank slate. Yeah, that beautiful, beautiful here and now, present moment awareness. With the Two of Cups, might mean either you or the other person. I mean, all of us, Virgo, apart from about 0.5% of the population, carry with them stories, yeah, which always prevents the coming together of two people. Because the Fool card with the Two of Cups is a challenge, there just might be something that's preventing this union. You don't want to hear that, do you? But honestly, Virgo, that's humanity's story. Okay? Yeah. I asked why. It was a Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is basically, the Ten of Wands can be overwork, but because of the positions of the cards, I cannot help feeling these Ten of Wands could be anything, but what they totally are is a past that we still carry with us. And because it's with the Fool and the Two of Cups, this is going to be the challenge, Virgo. Just take a step back. Be your beautiful, beautiful energy. And that's why this is essential issue. Take a step back. You do not need to take on these 10 wands. We can allow people to complete their stories wherever they are, to put down these 10 wands, and we can still love them, we can still be there for them, but we can learn to respect our own boundaries, our own self-identity. Actually, Virgo, it's crucial. Anyhow, let me carry on, because the Nine of Cups is how other people are showing up for you. So, wish fulfillment, an awful lot of emotional happiness, a lot of yes, but there's a story. There's a story here, Virgo. I guarantee you that there's some sort of storyline in this relationship. Now, I read for a lot of people, and I have the privilege to read for quite a few Virgos. And I do a lot of relationship readings. We all carry the Ten of Wands, yeah. It might just be a feeling of the person's not totally karmically able at the moment to join into this relationship, and that's where the Nine of Pentacles is the central issue. I'm not getting you in a bad place about the Nine of Pentacles, though. Far from it. She's a card of someone who loves being in her own space. She honours her own inner world, and she honours the world that she lives in. One of my favourite cards, the Nine of Pentacles. The outcome is the King of Cups, so these feelings are getting deeper and deeper and deeper. The King of Cups is also a card of emotional sovereignty. And we become emotionally sovereign when we sit on our throne, but we don't get lost in the drama of things, okay? So when we don't get lost in the drama of things, we keep our emotional integrity, we keep our emotional balance. Because when we get lost in the drama, Virgo, what we're really doing is, I know this sounds very strange, but I do a lot of shadow counselling and shadow therapy with a lot of people. When we get lost into people's dramas, we do it in order to avoid our own internal work and what we've actually got to do. So one minute we are walking down the street, and then we fall in love, we love someone who's in this situation, so we abandon our own journey to go and, I'm going to say inverted commas, rescue them. But what we're actually doing is we're avoiding our own world, and we're avoiding developing emotional resistance, emotional sovereignty, and emotional dignity. You've got any more of that, you've got a huge, huge, beautiful, beautiful reading. There is so much love going on here, Virgo. And I am not even worried about these cards showing up as a challenge. And I don't know why I'm not worried. I'm not worried for many reasons, particularly because of you being in your own card and the King of Cups. Which means I'm sort of loving you, but I'm equally loving and honouring my own self. That is the whole new relationship dynamic that wants to happen on this planet. It's what a living and living means, everyone keeps talking about. And maybe, Virgo, you're in this new front line or bringing this new relationship dynamic into the planet. Who knows? But I'm not worried at all. And I'm not worried because of these cards. So I'm going to try and tell me one more card about what's going on for the person. What is the challenge that they're going through, please? Yeah, the Death card. So there might be a challenge for them. So the Death card isn't only about death and endings. It's a card of transmutation. So going through changes. Sometimes when the Death card shows up, someone's in a process of letting the past go. They're letting these 10 of Wands go, Virgo. But they're in process of doing it. And I am not worried about you at all because the amount of emotional integrity and dignity that you're showing, and it just makes me love you even more as a sign. In esoteric law, and I say this quite a lot, the world will not evolve until we all learn to integrate the sign of Virgo, yeah? And yeah, because it's about honouring sacred place, sacred space, that the world that we live in is sacred. And it's really, really clear that most of us don't honour that energy. You begin, Virgo. It's why it's a sign I absolutely love, because I work really, really hard to integrate this part of me. Huge emotional integrity. Anything after this King of Cups? I sort of want to give you more and more of a reading, but I actually don't want to spoil your reading. You've got some sort of victory. Ooh, what a beautiful reading, guys. The trick to this reading is to let the person, they're at a 10 with the Death card. The story's nearly completed itself. And you be your beautiful, 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 straightforward, earthy energy. And probably check out, if you haven't checked out your June readings, at least check out the general, if not the Vimeo readings, because if I remember right, it was all about love for you, Virgo. Okay, lots of love. Speak to you next week. Bye.